So I've created a class called as physical product, and this has three parameters: name, SKU, and price. And I'm also, if you see here, I'm inheriting from product. So I'm going to extend the product class. That's what it means. I have added two more properties: shipping weight and return policy for this class physical product. So this physical product can now be used to represent all the physical products in my online store. And so all my physical products will now have a shipping weight and a return policy. I've also added a function print the shopping label because I need a label for all the physical products. So this is the class that represents physical product. Now my book would now, instead of extending the product class, will extend the physical product class. You see, I already have an error. It says the type is final. So yes, I can make this class as open. So my book can extend from the physical product. And the important thing to note here is your book. Now this is a relationship. You find that book is a physical product, and a physical product is a product. So that means your book is a product. So if you have inheritance where physical product extends product and book extends physical product, then it also means that book can do whatever a product does. So the same thing can be done for digital products as well. So I'm going to create another class called as digital product. So let's go and create another class. I've created another class called as digital product, which now has two extra properties: file size and license information. My ebook would then, I don't need file size here, so I can remove file size from my ebook, and here I can send the digital product. So my ebook is now a digital product, and a digital product is a product. So this way we have solved the problem for physical and digital products, and we have put all the common information, the common properties for physical product into this class called a physical product. And also we have this common functions like print shipping label. We have put this into the physical product. So my book and TV are now going to extend physical product, and my ebook can now extend a digital product. Okay, so let's go to our main function, and you see here that I've created a book and a TV, and I'm just going to say book dot display information. So let's run this. It does display something. Now I can say book dot, and you see that I can give a value for shipping weight. I have an error. Val cannot be reassigned. So you cannot have, so you see that this has to be var. So now the error is gone. Even though it works fine, you see that there is a small problem here. The problem is I don't have to give a shipping weight for my book. There's no reason, and it could happen that I'm not going to give a value for shipping weight, and this could lead to problems because something like shipping weight is mandatory for physical products. Similarly, I have to give something for return policy. Another thing that you'll notice here is that I can create something like this. So I can create book 2 equals physical product, and I can pass some value for the name of the book. So you see that I have two problems here. One is my shipping weight, I don't have to give it. I can forget to give the shipping weight. So my product can be shipped without a shipping weight. It can be shipped without a return information, return policy. Similarly, my book, I can create an object of type physical product. But what exactly is a physical product? It means nothing. In our application, in our online store, we are selling books, we are selling TV. So if I create a book, it's going to be an object of type book. If I sell a TV, it's going to be an object of type TV. So why would I sell something called a physical product? I'm not going to sell something called a physical product. So I just need this class physical product to distinguish between physical and digital products in my online store. So I don't want I don't want my application to create objects of physical product. So how can I prevent that? So that can be done by making this physical product class abstract. So you add this word keyword abstract, and immediately you get this error, cannot create an instance of an abstract class. So by making this physical product abstract, I'm going to prevent this class from being instantiated. So if you make a class abstract, it cannot be instantiated. So this would throw an error. So now you cannot create objects of type physical product. You don't need it. So all your objects will be of some concrete type book or TV. Similarly, inside your class, you have shipping weight. Inside the abstract class physical product, I have this shipping weight, return policy, and print shipping label. What I can do is I can force the subclass of physical product to give some value for shipping weight and return policy by making this abstract. By making this abstract, you are telling the so abstract properties should not have any value, should not have any default value. So you remove the default value, see that immediately it's going to throw an error. Property must be initialized or be abstract. So if a property is not abstract, then you have to give a default value. So by making this abstract, you see that you still have two errors. I'm going to force the class book to give some value for shipping weight and return policy. If you see here, there are two errors in this. So it says class book is not abstract and does not implement the abstract base class member shipping weight. So what this means is, so if you put here, it'll say implement, it'll give you options. So implement as construction parameters, you can implement them as members. So I'm going to click implement them as members and say OK. And you see that this code has been added inside the book class. When you implemented the members, these two lines have been added, these few lines actually. So it says override. So you remember that how we used override to override this display info function in our superclass. So similarly, a property that is declared as abstract can be overridden here in the subclass. Similarly, we can also have abstract functions. So let's go back to our physical product here, and we're going to add some abstract functions. So maybe I can add an abstract function called, so this is a physical product. So let's say packaging. So here we have added an abstract function called packaging instructions, and it returns a string. But what you notice is this does not have a body. So abstract functions don't need to have a body because they have to be implemented by the subclasses. So if you see this error has been thrown, you see that class book is not abstract and does not implement the abstract base class member packaging instructions. Similarly, TV is not abstract and does not implement the base class package instructions. So all you have to do here is go to the book here, and then you have to implement the members packaging instructions. And so you see all these symbols appearing here. And if you click on this, you know that it takes you to this abstract function. Similarly, if you click on the abstract property here, you'll see that what are the concrete implementations for this property. So it shows that book and TV have concrete implementations, have some are going to override these properties and give some value. So what we have done here is by making both the physical product and the digital product as abstract, what we are doing is all the products in our online store would either be a physical product or a digital product, and we will force them to have some default value for shipping weight, return policy, and packaging instructions. This is not an abstract function. You also see that inside the abstract class, I can also have a non-abstract function. So the non-abstract function will not be overridden. But if properties are declared as abstract, they will have to be overridden in the base classes. Similarly, if a function is declared as abstract inside the abstract class, it will have to be overridden in the subclass. Abstract class cannot be instantiated. We are not going to need a physical product or a digital product object. These exist only to classify the products in your store. We don't need to create objects of these types. That we have a base class called product, and we have two abstract classes, physical product and digital product. And you see that book and TV are physical products, and ebook is a digital product.